Hey guys, it's Matthew again from TeamYJF, and today I want to show you my first take on elemental heroes. So this is going to be kind of like the bubble beat version of the deck. This is my first, version of the deck too. If you have any suggestions or questions, please leave a comment. I'm always reading those. Those are awesome. And I guess I'll get into it. So there's going to be a few texts that I'm going to try and explain to you guys. You may think it's weird at first, but just hear me out. Okay, so one Stratos, really broken, stable at anything hero. So I got the 3 copies of Alias. This is pretty much standard. And then I apologize for this. I have 1 proxy. This is the 1 proxy in the entire deck. This is supposed to be 3 Bubble Man. Still trying to get my 3rd. But yeah, since this is Bubble Beat, you're going to be running 3 Bubble Man. And I'm teching in 2 Ocean. Now, I haven't seen almost anybody play Ocean, but what is awesome is that he can combo really well with Call of the Haunted, which I'll get into later in the video. But during the standby phase, he's kind of like a warrior returning alive, as you can fish something out of your graveyard back to your hand. So he can generate, just flip, with Call of the Haunted, he can generate free +1s. And then 2 Photon Thrasher. Thunder King's a huge problem for the deck, and this is kind of like a first turn out to Thunder King. He can get pretty cloggy, which is why he's at 2, but he also generates rank 4 exceeds really fast and really efficiently. And he's also a light, so he's eligible for the Honest. Honest is the only hand trap of the deck. You can't be running Veilers or anything, because Bubble Man needs to be able to come out, and they kind of coexist with the Bubble Man plays. But with 3 Alias, 2 Photon Thrasher, and most of the extra deck, Honest is almost never dead. So that's the monster lineup. That's 12 monsters. Higher than most Bubble Beat, who run like 7, but I think it's working out pretty well. Okay, spells, let's see. 2 E-Call, 1 Rhoda, and then the 1 Warrior Returning Alive. This is kind of like the little searchy engine of the deck. Just like really helps out with the consistency. Of course, you're running a really low monster count, you need to search it out. And then 2 Duality, again with the consistency. So 2 Duality, all that's legal right now. Okay, 3 copies of Miracle Fusion, still really broken, rocking 3 different rarities, 1 copy of Super Polymerization with a full set of TCG Omni heroes. This is almost never dead. It is kind of a minus though, so that's kind of unfortunate because you do have to discard. But something that's kind of unexpected in a way, and it can't be negated, so always live. And then 1 kind of teched in mask change. I believe that Master Acid's too good not to run. And with 3 Bubble Man and 2 Ocean, that's another good thing about Ocean over here, is that this card is live more of the time. And then Acid's Harpy's Feather Duster effect is just too good. So I'm only running 2 Gemini Spark. I may be bumping this up to 3, I don't know yet. I'm trying to keep more consistency, because this can be a really dead card, because you only run 3 targets for it. But again, it's a really good card, +1. Again, it's like unexpected to most players. So, and then 2 Mystics for back row. I'm not running 3. A lot of people run 3. I know getting rid of back row is pretty helpful, like really important for this deck. But I am running 2 Gemini Sparks, so that kind of covers it. And for more of the staple lineup, we got the Book, the Dark Hole, the Heavy, and the Reborn. So that's the spell lineup. Alright, so the traps. Okay, 1 Hero Blast. I'm only running 1. Again, same thing almost as a Gemini Spark. I only have 3 targets. But it is, again, a really good card. A play stopper, and gets aliases back to your hand, so your monster count being at 12 isn't really a problem. And then 3 Call of the Haunted. This card's actually really good. It makes rank 4 exceeds really consistently, and about Honest, you can call the Haunted back in Honest and then use its effect to bounce it to your hand. And then that way you can protect like Excalibur after it loses its 4K attack, or an Alias or whatever. So 3 Call the Haunted, really good. And then we got 2 Warning, the Judgment, the whole brigade here. 2 Torrential, really powerful card not to run. Stops a lot of swarmy decks, so it's really good. And then the 1 Starlight Road, you're going to be setting a lot of cards to go for your Bubble Man plays, and then this is kind of like the counter Heavy Storm, so that is the trap lineup. Okay, moving on to extra deck. For fusions, we got 2 Shining. The kind of like the main card when you got that Miracle Fusion. This is like the main guy you go to because with his effect, if you use Miracle Fusion, he'll be around 29 or 3200 attack, and when he dies, you get those heroes right back to your hand. So works really good with Stratos, works really good with Bomberman, stuff like that. So we kind of got the rest of the Omni hero lineup: the fire, the water, the earth, and the sky. Anything you're up against Super Poly makes all this kind of live against whatever deck you're playing. I'm still missing the Dark Hero, so if you have one, I'm definitely looking to trade, but that's the only one that's missing, so once I get a Dark Hero, he'll be here. And then, until then, I'm kind of attacking in one Neos Knight, and what he can do is he can actually attack twice during each battle phase. It's just that your opponent doesn't take any battle damage for it, but the good thing is, he requires Neos and another warrior to fuse with him, and it's awesome because he gains half of what the other warriors, so like not the Neos. So let's say you're fusing Neos Alias and Stratos, so he'd gain half of Stratos' attack after he gets fused. So he'd be gaining 900 attack, which would put him around 3400 attack. So that's pretty good. Plus the fact that he can attack twice during battle phase, so it's pretty broken. Okay, and then we got one Mass Hero Acid for the Mass Hero, the Mass Change play, and that's all the fusions. Okay, for the Exceeds we got one Blade Armor, one Excalibur. I'm not sure which one I'm doing, but I want to bump one of these two up to 2, but I can't right now. The deck space is really tight, and I don't have them. Utopia, one Photon Papler Operative. Let's see if I can get that on camera. Maestroke, I really love Maestroke, one of my favorite rank 4s, and then generic Gemini Pearl. Alright, which is really awesome, again with Honest. The Utopia is a light, the Photon Papler Operative is a light, and Excalibur is a light, so those are all Honest targets, really good. And then, these are also all warriors, so there's something in the side deck that kind of coexists with that. And then we got one Starlight Road, so we got one Stardust. And that is the extra deck. Okay, so side deck, I'm sorry again, but this isn't really completed. I'm still looking for a few cards like Shadow Mirrors, Light Mirrors, stuff like that. So what I have so far, 2 Snowman Eaters, really good against Rabbit, really good against like Mirror. Again, it's a water, so you can Miracle Fuse into another Absolute Zero if you need to. Fossil Dyna for like Samurai or Karakuri. Geargias, anything that special summons a lot. X-Sabers might be coming back, so you can just like set it, they attack into it, and then almost everything's blown up. DD Crow's for like Dark Worlds, or anything that relies on the graveyard. Might be coming out though, it's not really good. 2 Victoria still. Victoria for like Heradic or Chaos Dragon, if anyone's still trying to do that, and Dragunities. So, still 2 Victoria. And then 1 Puppet Plant for like Mirror, X-Sabers, Samurai, anything hero, like random hero stuff. So, okay, 2 System Down for Geargias, any like gadgets or anything else like that. I know machines are actually going to be raising in popularity, so 2 System Down would be a lot more live. And 1 like random Prohibition. Just call out whatever you need, like against Dark World, call out Grapha, whatever. Okay, for traps, we got 1 Rivalry. This is what I'm talking about. Almost like everything in the extra deck is a warrior. So Rivalry will not slow you down. I might be putting in more of these. So Rivalry is really good against wind-ups. Anything that does not use the same type. Everything in here is basically a warrior besides like Honest, but you're not really going to summon the Honest. 2 Bottomless, this is for Dark Worlds. With Inzektor's gone, these cards are like a little more alive, same with like D-Prison and stuff like that, but I don't have those in here. And then 2 Royal Decree for just like the random burn or anything like that. Okay, so that was it. That was my first try at Heroes. If you have any suggestions, any questions, anything you want to tell me, go ahead in the comment section below and tell me. Alright, so this is TeamYJF, and we're signing out.